Hi everybody, Savilla Morgan here. It's been a while, at least a couple of months. I didn't even check to see how long, but it's been at least a couple of months. It's now the end of August, and so I wanted to just stop by for a couple of minutes, say hello, and hope that you had a wonderful summer now that we're nearing the end of summer and heading into fall. Fall as we know it here in the South, which means maybe instead of 90-degree weather, it's 80. I hope all is well. Hope everybody had a wonderful summer. And I know I did, especially August, because August is my birthday month. But this August was especially awesome because this year I celebrated the big 5-0. Can you believe it? Because I cannot. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but it is what it is. So I hope everybody had a wonderful summer and hope that you got something done towards your goals list in the midst of going on vacation, playing, and going to the beach, that you got something done. So that in December, yes, December is right around the corner, that in December that you will have some sense of accomplishment and accomplishment on paper as well. So we always have to be thinking ahead, unfortunately. That's life. Have to think ahead at some level. I also wanted to take just a moment, as I mentioned before about my birthday, I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who helped me celebrate all month. Thanks to my family, some of whom flew in to help me celebrate my birthday. How awesome is that? I've got an awesome family. And to those of you who took me out to lunch or to dinner, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for thinking of me and thank you for taking time out to hang out with me for a little while. It's not taken lightly. I guess if you guys know me, you know that that's the truth. And so thanks a lot. Hey, here's to 50 more years, right? Everybody's living longer these days, so who knows? It could be. In the meantime, though, I wanted to also let you know that 21st Century Hannah continues on the platform, the podcast. We continue on. I've had to make some changes, but not necessarily with 21st Century Hannah. That platform is here to stay, as I always say, and whatever form it ends up in, it's here to stay because I know for a fact that I'm creating awareness with this platform. And I have a little bit of proof of that in addition to all of the listens that I get on my podcast. And it may not be a ton of listens like some of the more popular podcast shows. And I've only been around a year, but no excuses. I am happy with the progress I'm making in the podcast arena and with the platform overall. I can only grow from here. But I got a message, a Facebook Messenger message from a wonderful lady in Canberra, Australia, who told me that she loved my podcast and she had downloaded the episodes and has been listening to them on her way to and from work. And because of the podcast, she was able to face her childlessness, just face it head on, and she had even found a group in her local area that she could join. And to me, that was the most awesome thing I'd heard, and since I started the podcast and started the platform. I mean, I know people are listening, and I know people are encouraging me, and I know I have tons of supporters, and I thank you all for that. But when you hear it directly from somebody who has been positively affected, there's nothing like it in the world. So I just want to really thank that lady from Canberra, Australia. I put a quote on my website, and so it's there on the front page if you want to see it. A quote in part of a conversation that we had. I love technology. I really do. When it works. I love technology. I mean, I can be in contact with anyone in the world at any time. It's just the most awesome thing. And of course, I have friends in Canada who listen and people who listen from around the world. I look and see, I can't tell who is listening, but I can see where people are listening from. And I can't see who is subscribed and who's not. So if you want some level of privacy, there it is. I can't tell who you are, but I can tell generally where you are. And I can see that I have listens from, of course, here in Florida, but around the world, Japan, China, Uzbekistan, Um, I had saw some listens from Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, you name it, just about any country out there. Kenya, a lot of African countries. People are listening, and that means something is happening. There's a void being filled, and that's all I really ever wanted to do was be there. Because when I was going through what I had to deal with, I didn't feel like I really had anybody that I could talk to that really understood, as supportive as my family was and is. And so I wanted to create this platform where people could listen to somebody else's experiences and listen to the interviews. And that's another thing the lady from Australia mentioned, was the interviews that I had. And I interview people who are childless, not by choice. And I have an interview where I interviewed a young lady who's childless by choice. And so it's just a little combination of all types of things going on in my different episodes within the podcast show. And so check it out. 21st Century Hannah is the name of the podcast. And 21st Century Hannah, Childless Not by Choice, is the name of the platform. And I just really appreciate everybody who has taken the time to let me know that the show and the platform means so much to them. Thank you so much. It tells me that it's working. And so I will continue on. I will plug on through and continue on and do what I believe I've been called to do. And so thanks a lot, everybody. I'm again hoping that you had a great summer. Now we're heading into fall. Do the best you can with what you have. Be encouraged. All the things I always say, but I mean them from the bottom of my heart. Hang in there if you're going through a tough time. I know several of you personally who are going through some difficult times right now. And I know on a worldwide level, there are just so many very difficult situations happening. But be encouraged where you can be a light, be a light. Be a positive influence wherever you can be. And just remember, everybody's got a story and everybody's going through something. So take it easy with each other. Have a little bit extra patience where you need it, and just do the best you can, okay? And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Have a great one. Bye.